This is a deadly game between humans and zombies. Each person is shirtless with a number written on them. They have only 120 seconds to evade the zombies. People below the stage are betting on who will be the last survivor. The countdown begins, and everyone steps back in fear. Then, the gate opens, and a giant zombie beast crawls out. All the zombies charge at them like mad dogs. People are desperately fleeing, but escaping the life and death challenge is tough. Zombies attack, pinning down victims and biting at their shoulders. Another zombie bites an arm, rolling like a crocodile. The louder the screams on stage, the more excited the crowd below becomes. Escaping the fast zombies feels impossible. The countdown ends, but survivors only gain a short break. What awaits them is not freedom, but the next brutal slaughter. How did they end up here? 14 years ago, the zombie virus spread rapidly. Even neighboring countries fell one after another. As a soldier, Ah Jung was preparing to board a refugee ship to Hong Kong with his sister's family. On the way, a mother holding her daughter stopped their car, pleading to be taken to the port, even if only to save her daughter. In that extreme situation, Ah Jung chose self-preservation, leaving the mother and daughter to fend for themselves. They boarded the refugee ship, thinking they were safe, but even the ship wasn't secure. His nephew saw a man standing up with blood on his face, doing a standard breakdance move. His brother-in-law was outside collecting supplies when he saw people running in panic. Ah Jung rushed back, but it was too late. Everyone in the cabin was infected, even his nephew. His nephew couldn't escape either. His sister, unwilling to leave her son, stayed behind as zombies prepared to attack. In desperation, Ah Jung fled the cabin, closing the door, watching his sister get devoured by zombies. He chose self-preservation, surviving with his brother-in-law. They escaped to Hong Kong, living in hiding and facing discrimination. Over 4 years, the entire Korean peninsula became a zombie-infested ghost town. One day, a gang leader approached them to find a truck loaded with cash on the peninsula. If they could bring the money back, it would be split with them, and their refugee status would be resolved. Their eyes lit up. Despite Ah Jung's hesitation, his brother-in-law urged him, asking if he wanted to live as a loser forever. They formed a 4-person team, gathered their gear, and were given 2 satellite phones. They were told zombies are sensitive to sound and light, so it's best to move at night. They would wait at the port for them, but they only had 3 days. Under the cover of night, they paddled a kayak back to their long-lost hometown. After landing, they found a vehicle and searched for truck 6431. Along the way, they spotted their target. Ah Jung got out to check, but it wasn't the truck they were looking for. Then, Ah Jung heard something. He cautiously approached to investigate, and what he saw under the full moonlight was terrifying. They quickly retreated and continued their search. Surprisingly, they found the cash truck on their second try. Bags of money were packed to the brim. They thought the mission was over, but as they approached the truck, they saw a mummified corpse in the driver's seat. His brother-in-law ignored it and climbed in. While trying to remove the dried poop, it unexpectedly opened its eyes and began biting the brother-in-law wildly. In the chaos, he accidentally pressed the horn. You see a car full of zombies, but the 2 little girls are calmly sitting inside. Then, the younger sister pulls out a sonic war god, turns on the colorful laser, and throws the remote-controlled car outside. She takes out the remote, pulls the trigger, and the car zooms towards the zombies, who are instantly drawn to it. The younger sister drives excellently, flicking her arm as her colorful car drifts 360 degrees under the zombies. All the zombies swarm, but none can keep up with her. These zombies are determined to catch the little colorful car, chasing it relentlessly. At this point, the older sister says the younger sister is really getting into it. Just as they are about to reach the car, the C6 hits a rock and flips over. Luckily, the little car's ability to flip back is strong. It's like herding sheep with these zombies. The older sister seizes the opportunity, starts the car, shifts gears, and speeds off, knocking away the remaining zombies, leaving them in the dust. The brother-in-law accidentally honks the car horn, drawing a horde of zombies. While Ah Jung takes down some, more zombies rush in like wolves, howling as they attack. The 4-person team quickly gets in the car to escape. They manage to shake off the zombies behind them, but as they turn a corner, someone fires a few incendiary bombs at them. Everyone halts, confused. What's happening? Are there other humans? No, these bombs aren't for aid, they aim to eliminate them. They drive off quickly, but a large group of zombies blocks their way. The car crashes into a truck, unable to brake in time, and Ah Jung is thrown out. Fortunately, his special forces background helps. Otherwise, an ordinary person would be doomed. They then witness others being bitten by zombies. The special forces guy picks up Bayer, and in front of Bayer, there's a row of zombies. The brother-in-law takes the chance to hide in the trunk. The bullets are running out, but the zombies keep coming. He empties a magazine and runs away in fear, only to run into another zombie head-on. Then, Segment 1. A-jung was briefly knocked out by impressive driving skills. Upon waking, he discovered a girl had taken him home. In the house, there was a confused old man who kept saying he had contacted a rescue team that would soon come to get them, but no one took him seriously. A woman walked in, none other than K-pop pioneer Lee Jin-yun. Her presence instantly brought back memories of my wonderful childhood. A-jung suddenly remembered too. She was the mother who had asked for help by the roadside 4 years ago. Back then, A-jung didn't lend a hand, leaving them to fend for themselves. Now, he was ironically saved by her child, but A-jung didn't recognize A-jung. A-jung said he was from Hong Kong, here to find a truck loaded with a fortune, and would leave afterward. Guilty, A-jung admitted his past coldness and current intentions to A-jung. Despite her anger, A-jung forgave him. She said, Segment 2. At that time, 31 cars passed, but none stopped. If you want to make amends, take us with you when you leave. The local death squad returned the truck to base as supplies. The brother-in-law in the trunk was captured and treated as a toy. Originally soldiers sent to rescue, they became isolated and sent numerous distress signals with no response. They gradually fell into despair, descending into darkness and committing various evils in this lawless land. They even set up a forbidden arena in the camp, pitting humans against zombies. As night fell, A-jung and A-jung parked outside the base with the kids. A-jung told her daughter to remain in the car and not leave. If they didn't return by sunrise, they should hurry home. After saying this, she and A-jung sneaked into the base, which was in the midst of a wild party. They quickly found the truck and under the seat, Segment 3, found the dropped satellite phone, but it was no longer usable. A base squad leader, A-hao, had discovered the truck's secret and contacted the gang using another phone. The gang only cared about the money. If you brought it back, you could settle the score. As they were about to leave, they encountered A-hao's underling, who informed them that the brother-in-law was alive and fighting zombies in the arena. At this moment, A-hao also arrived. The two groups were at a standoff in front of the truck. A-jung threatened A-hao to hand over the satellite phone. A-hao attacked with a weapon and tried to escape. A-jung quickly accelerated, knocked A-hao down, and grabbed the satellite phone. Then, they had to figure out a plan. A-jung learned that his brother-in-law was captured in the arena and immediately went to rescue him, as he was A-jung's only family in this world. A-jung was unaware of the roaming zombies outside. When he fired his gun, it created a huge commotion. Soldiers in the base grabbed their guns to fight as zombies rushed toward them. A-jung guided his brother-in-law out. Easy to fend off a wave of soldiers, and now zombies were coming out of nowhere. With enemies in front and zombies behind, A-jung was in deep trouble. His timid brother-in-law suddenly charged out, driving back pursuers to aid A-jung. Unexpectedly, the captain in the corner ambushed him, sacrificing himself to save A-jung. Heartbroken, A-jung had no time to grieve as the pursuers closed in. Enraged, he charged forward, taking down the front line, quickly reloading without giving them any chance. His anger made him even more fierce. The captain tried to ambush from behind, but a truck suddenly rushed in. It was A-jung arriving just in time. The two drove the truck out of the base, but ahead, waves of zombies blocked their path. They fought back fiercely from inside the truck, but there were just too many zombies. A bright light shone, and the car horn blared, drawing all the zombies to the vehicle. It was her. The rebellious girl came to save them. She first rammed through a wave of zombies, then quickly reversed to lure them away. A-jung quickly shifted gears and sped out. As the girl reversed, she had her grandpa light up some flares, sending streaks of fire out the window, successfully diverting the zombies. But the danger was far from over. Just as they were about to regroup, the slashing team caught up, using incendiary bombs to attract more zombies. Soldiers followed.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
The zombies were mostly dealt with, but the pursuers were relentless. At this moment, Ah Jung saw the glass corridor they had come through. Ah Jung fired a barrage at the glass, and the captain didn't notice the impending danger in the next second. Finally, they escaped with the child from the zombies and pursuers, nearing the port. Just as they were about to reach the end, suddenly, the sixth was that squad leader Ah Hao. He took the girl hostage, killed the old man, and shot Ah Jen in the thigh. He drove the truck alone and reached the port smoothly. He thought he was the ultimate winner, but he overlooked one important thing. Zombies are simple, but human nature is complex. In the end, with his last bit of consciousness, he backed the truck out of the gate, letting in a large group of zombies. The greedy man was consumed by zombies. The sun rose as usual, but they were trapped. A helicopter sounded from above. Looking up, the rescue team Grandpa had contacted arrived. The girl ran to the helicopter, dropping silk flowers. Ah Jung picked her up and followed, but Ah Jen, shot in the thigh, could only lag behind. A horde of zombies charged at them as Ah Jen fired from behind. He knew he couldn't escape, so he decided to leave the hope of survival to his child. As the zombies increased, Ah Jen climbed onto a truck, pressing the horn with both hands, attracting all the zombies. When the children reached the helicopter, Ah Jen knew he had fulfilled his mission. He put the gun to his chin. Perhaps this is the greatness of a mother's love. Just as Ah Jen was about to pull the trigger, a gunshot suddenly rang out. It turned out Ah Jung came to save him. Ah Jen instantly felt hope, emptied all the bullets in the gun, and desperately ran towards Ah Jung. 4 years ago, he left behind the pleading mother and daughter to survive, and also left his sister. In honor of his brother-in-law's sacrifice, he chose to die gloriously rather than live in shame. He would no longer remain passive. Finally, under Ah Jung's cover, they fought their way out and boarded the rescue plane, leaving this nightmare city behind. Alright, that's the end of the story. Peninsula, the sequel to Train to Busan, is more of a car chase movie than a zombie movie. Everyone has different tastes, but what left a deep impression on me were the car chase scenes, like a zombie version of Fast and Furious. Although it can't compare to the first movie, Lee Yoon-yeon's performance reminded me of the girls we chased in our childhood. Thanks for your support.